Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury here on the Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid review 22QA31. This is a series of videos for my good friend. This is the guy, the winner chicken dinner. This guy here, he is living the dream. Now, what do we say? Let's go and start from the top. This is 22QA34. Here we go. This is Rolex Steve. Here we go. Rolex Steve indeed here. He says, I already have sent you, he sent me a substantial donation, 200 US. I am the admirer of yours that sent the Ferrari photos. All the watches have been worn at various times. First row. Let's go through this list here. First row. He's got a nice collection here. Indeed. Let's go through this. First row, circa 1988, 18K Submariner. Has been to Rolex Service Center in Beverly Hills. Service newer dial over 20 years ago. I did not know if it got the nipple, if it had the nipple dial originally. Next is a 2010 Rolex Hulk. Dial dark because of crappy photo with the iPhone, not a Starbucks. Waiting for one of these as I have a flat floor Kermit to fill out the trilogy. Next, a Sky Dweller, so-called white dial. Next row. He's got a Yachtmaster 2, 2020 Explorer 2, and a previous model Explorer 2. Then we've got an 18K Yachtmaster Gold, over 20 years old, stainless steel, 20 years old with platinum dial, and circa 2010 model with blue dial. Fourth row. Current ceramic Panda, circa 2016. Then we've got two Zenith Daytonas, upside down 6 models, early 90s. Then we've got a circa 1967 Rolex Explorer, my first Rolex, refurbished by Rolex 20 years ago. Have box, inner flap, open case, and instruction manual. Lucky I kept it what I did for over 50 years. Circa 1991 Rolex Explorer. Next, ceramic Explorer 2, a great watch as you know. Last and final row, Tudor big block chronograph, my robbery watch. I wore this in more less secure locations. Not a great big loss versus the others. More photos. He's also got a Rolex gold day date, late 80s. Blue dial, switched to have by the Rolex service centers, but have dials somewhere. Last watch, one of the few watches I ever inherited, my late father's 1970 Rolex gold day date. In fair to poor condition, we'll leave this one alone. Other than that, the watch I bought and paid for, all of them, have boxes and paperwork for almost all of these watches here. And I gotta tell you, man, what a beautiful, beautiful collection here. He's got a lot of bases covered, and it's good to see that he's tried to keep box and papers, keep the box and papers, and that's true. Many years ago, a lot of people didn't keep this stuff. They threw out this stuff there. So let's have a bit of a sticky beak at this. Let's see what do we think of these collections here. So I gotta tell you, man, he's got some really nice 1988 18K Submariner, beautiful. They've changed the dial. Yeah, a bit of a shame about that, but you know, that was done a lot back then. Then we've got a 2010 Rolex Sub Hulk. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Next, they have the Sky Dweller, so-called white dial. Man, I've got my Sky Dweller on the wrist. Sky Dweller. I think that is one of the great watches of our time. It's a fantastic watch. It is fantastic. That's a fantastic, amazing watch there. Let me just call this up. 22QA34. 22QA QBQA. Oh, it must be in the previous QA 30. Oh, I didn't have any of these photos. I must have to download them. Okay, that's okay. Okay, no worries at all there. That's okay. Sometimes we have them, sometimes we don't. Okie dokie. So we got some interesting stuff here. He's got Yachtmaster 2, great watch. He's got a 2020 Explorer 2 and the previous model. 18K Yachtmaster Gold, beautiful, heavy hitter. He's got a stainless Yachtmaster, ceramic Panda, 2 Zenith Daytonas. That's the inverted 6. They're very, very valuable. Circa 1967 Explorer. Then we've got a... now, when they refurbished it, I hope they didn't change the dial. They used to do that, but, you know, it's one of these things. Next is a 1991 Rolex Explorer. Next, the ceramic Explorer. No such thing as a ceramic Explorer 2. I think he means the bigger. Just want to have a look there. The no such thing as a ceramic Explorer 2. I think he means the 42 mil. This bigger 42 mil. I think that's what he means there. Tudor Big Block. Actually, I find these Tudor Big Blocks, they are really good watches. They're really, really good. The big blocks, they got a lot of collectability to that there. A gold day date 1980s. Yes, blue dial switched to white by Service Center. Oh, I think I'd prefer the blue. But again, it's not the end of the world. And your late father's 1970 day date. Look, I think it's a great souvenir to have. The fact that he wore it every day, I think, makes it more special. When you say fair to poor, I'd have to see it to give you a rating, but that doesn't matter. It was your father's watch. What a beautiful heirloom to have there. I mean, he must have been making some bucks in the day. They were not cheap. They were not cheap in the least. What do I think here? I think you got a beautiful collection, man. You've got absolutely everything. We've got 3 Daytonas. I mean, that is pretty damn good. You've got a collection of Yachtmeisters. You've got a few Yachtmeisters. We've got 4 of the buggers. You've also got quite a few Explorers. You've got Explorer 1s, Explorer 2s. You've got a nice selection there. And you've got some great GMTs. And not to mention, you've got subs. I think you've pretty well got the bases covered. And I got to be totally honest with you. What more do you need? See, the beautiful thing with all these watches is they're so usable. They're so usable. They're so... they're watches that doesn't matter what... this particular gentleman's got a few Ferraris. You can just put it on and off you go. So, in all honesty, just a beautiful periphery of Rolex pieces there. Really nice to see. Now, I've got to tell you, what more do you want? What more do you really, really want in life there? And the answer is a Ferrari and a beautiful wife. Now, this particular gentleman, his wife's name is Crystal, and she's 24 years his junior. Good on you. And she was an RN, a registered nurse. And this guy's he's really charming. I love him. I love him. He's just a really charming guy. What do I think of your collection? You know, to be completely honest with you, I think it's pretty damn, you know, you've got a nice selection of Rolexes. Never be ashamed to have the Rolexes. Never be ashamed to say, oh, do I need Patek? Do I need AP? And the honest truth is, I don't think you really do. I think you are very comfortable with the Rolexes. And, you know, you got to remember, look, these phenomena for dress watches, that was a big thing. That big thing in the 70s and 80s. And I understand that's a different time period which you might remember. But nowadays, man, I reckon Rolex done absolutely perfect for you. It's absolutely perfect. I don't see any problem at all with this stuff. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think it's pretty damn cool. And congratulations. That's what I can say to you. Congratulations. What a beautiful ensemble of Rolexes, man. What a winner chicken dinner collection. Nice. I think Rolex is the beautiful thing about Rolex is it's so versatile. You can wear this to a board meeting. You can wear it to a fancy dinner. You can wear it to a Ferrari Club of America event. They're just so usable. And I've got to confess to you, I've actually been wearing my Sky Dweller. The guy who gifted this to me, Bondage and Discipline, I said to him, I'm going to wear this every day until my birthday and then for a year. I'm just going every day. That means, doesn't mean I can't wear another watch. What it means is I will have at least worn this for a couple minutes every day, probably probably the majority of the time this watch. And that's just a beautiful thing to have. It's a beautiful feeling to have. Beautiful watch. How could you go wrong with that? I don't think you could. I don't think you can. And that's the thing about Rolex, see? The times we live in, anything that's an analog is a dress watch. So I've got to be totally honest with you. I think your collection is pretty well perfecto. Do you need an AP? No. Do you need a Patek? No. Stick with Rolex. This is just a beautiful, and I'm so happy this story's come out. You're a long-standing Rolex enthusiast. There was a time when Rolexes people would question, why would you do that? Now they just look at you and say, oh, you're so lucky. And I tend to agree with it. Beautiful, spread out Rolex, heavy sports, a little bit of day dates, and just beautiful, beautiful, classy pieces. I love precious metal sports Rolex. That is incredible. So all I can say to you is absolutely well done. I'm ArchieLuxury. I've got another video for this big guy here coming out about his Ferraris. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And don't forget, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I desperately need more paid reviews to survive on YouTube. If you would like to get your paid review done, look down below in the description. It's $50 US. Send me a story about the watches. Send me some photos. Low res, please. No more than 1024 by 768. And PayPal me $50 US at ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Guys, I will see you in the next one. See you later. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out, guys. Jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please, guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon. Look down below, and I will see you in the next one.